Matador.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to part 6 of our Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster Platinum Trophy walkthrough. We're going to pick up where we left off last time. We have just completed Mount Ordeals, Cecil has become a paladin, and now we have to go back to Mysidia in order to talk to the elder who sent us there in the first place. So let's head back west. We'll go through the forest and we will work our way down south once we get to the big forest and down the linear path all the way back to Mysidia. Once we're there, head on inside, and then just walk straight up all the way into the Manor of Prayers. Unbelievable! You have succeeded! Sir Cecil fought brilliantly. I'll say he passed with flying colors. Come again? Forgive me, I assigned them to spy on you. That pretty much sums it up. I feel awful having deceived you. I'm so sorry. I suspected as much, but I deserved it after what I did. The most important thing is that you have become a paladin and are now free of the darkness of your past. That sword, where did you obtain it? It was given to me on the mountain's peak. Is this? Yes, it is. This sword is inscribed with the words of an ancient Mysidian legend. A legend? One born of a dragon, bearing darkness and light, will rise to the heavens over the still land. The moon's light eternal brings a promise to earth with bounty and grace. Then perhaps you can answer me this. What was the light I saw at Mount Ordeals? Sun, it called me. I am afraid I do not know the answer. The legend's meaning remains a mystery. For generations, we Mysidians have prayed for the coming of one who bears the sacred light. Perhaps those prayers were for you. Enough chatter! We must go and defeat Golbez! Tella? It's been a while. We met him on Mount Ordeals. And guess what? The old man learned to cast Meteor. Meteor? Then the seal has been broken. The world is on the brink of great change. I care little for the world's troubles. I only wish to avenge Anna. Anna, your daughter? Golbez took her life, and I intend to use Meteor to take his. Tella, you must not fight with hatred. Moreover, you are in no condition to use Meteor. If I die, so be it! I will take Golbez with me! Still stubborn as a mule, I see. Ha! Like you're one to talk! Nevertheless, with your spells and Cecil's newfound power, you may be able to defeat Golbez. Be that as it may, we must return to Baron to commandeer an airship first. Very well, I shall grant you access to the Devil's Road. As a paladin, I am certain you can safely travel its mystical path. Now it is time for me to retire to the Tower of Worship. I shall pray for your success. Thank you. Palom, Porum, return to your studies. No fair. You told us to help any way we can. We still have a job to do. Elder, please allow us to accompany him. Very well. You have both overcome the mountain's trials and returned alive. Perhaps this is your fate. Cecil, Tella, please look after them. But are you saying you don't want us tagging along? I'm sure we can still be of assistance. Don't worry, old friend. I'll keep an eye on them. Then it's agreed. I'm sure we'll make a great team. All right. Palom, this isn't going to be some kind of picnic. The entrance to the Devil's Road is in the east of town. Palom, Porum, please return safely. Good luck to all of you. Okay, and with that, we'll head out, and we will head on south. And now if we travel over to the armor shop, we can see that there are some upgrades that you can buy, especially for Porum. There's some new equipment there if you want to pick it up. Also a light shield for Cecil, so go ahead and grab that if you don't have it already. And then we'll just make sure that everyone's got the optimal equipment on. And we can head out. Now let's go over to the east side of town as we were told, and we can enter this house now. And if you step on the teleporter, you'll travel across the world. And we've made it to the Tower of Baron Devil's Road. Let's head south. We'll ignore those stairs for now and keep going south. And from this point, we're going to walk down into the inn. And if you head up the right side, you can see a familiar face. Yang! Do I know you? It's me, Cecil. Cecil. The traitor knight of Baron. Seize him! Yes, sir! And we're forced into a fight with two Baron guards. They're not very difficult. In fact, you can just use Twin Cast, and that will be enough to take care of these guys. And it's just a matter of time before we win. Yang, what are you doing? Your treachery cannot go unpunished. Okay, now it's the four of us versus Yang. And Yang's going to keep attacking us, and all we have to really do is focus on those high-level spells. So we'll use Thundaga, and we have Twin Cast, and just a combination of magic is good. I can use the cover ability to take the place of someone else if they're about to sustain some single target damage. Unfortunately, Kick targets everyone, so I can't cover for that. However, if someone is in critical health like Tella is right now, then Cecil will jump in the way of that person to protect them. Luckily, Cecil has some white magic, so I can use Cure to pick up Tella as well, and I can also use Kiraga from Tella to make our team healthy again. And from here, it's just a matter of using Twin Cast to do a significant amount of damage to him, and using the other white mages to keep everyone else alive and healthy. Ugh. Cecil, what just happened? I cannot remember anything after Leviathan attacked. Seems you suffered a bout of amnesia and fell into Baron's hands. You have my sincere apologies. Where are Rydia and Edward? Rydia was swallowed by Leviathan, but I do not know what became of Edward. I see. Where are we? In Baron. But listen, we can't talk here. Let's find somewhere away from prying ears. Monk Yang has joined the party. Thanks for taking care of those soldiers. You're more than welcome to spend the night here. And who might this be? Yang, this is Tella. His daughter and Edward were... My daughter sacrificed herself for the man she loved. I am sorry for your loss. I am Yang of Fable. I'm the prodigy of Mysidia. My name's Palom. Feel free to ignore my twin brother. I am Porum. I can't believe you fell for Baron's lies. Palom, apologize. No, he is right. Please forgive my actions. Well, first things first, we have to find Sid. Sneaking into the castle won't be easy. What is this? This is the Baron key. Of course, they must have given it to you when they gave you command of those guards. With this key, we should be able to enter the castle and find Sid. Obtained the Baron key. All set. Okay, let's head on out of the inn. To continue the story, it wants us to go to the west side of town. However, we're going to go north and use the Baron key to unlock the weapon and armor shop. And now we can go inside. Before we talk to anyone, let's go over to the right side, and there's actually a secret passage on the bottom of the right-hand wall, and we can go around, and there is a treasure chest in both of the armor shop and the weapon shop sides. So go ahead and grab those, and now we'll go back around and head outside. There's really nothing that we need to buy from the shops, so we can just skip those. Now that that's out of the way, now let's go over to the west side or the far left, and we can unlock this door as well using the Baron key and head on inside. You can see a treasure chest immediately to the right, so head through the secret pathway right in the middle of the wall, and then you can verify that you have 6 chests and 8 hidden items, and then you can go left and down the stairs. This is the old Waterway. We're going to make sure that Yang is actually equipped with things. He doesn't need any weapons in his hands if you don't want to. He's a monk, so he can go barehanded and do fine damage. But we're going to go all the way south, and then there are 3 treasure chests that we can pick up. Lots of new bestiary entries here. There are 3 different kinds of fish that we need to look out for that are different color. So here we have the killer fish and the splasher. The killer fish are going to be these orange ones up front, and the splashers are the blue ones in the back. So take these guys out, and then we can move on. They are weak to thunder damage, or you can just twin cast and take them all out very quickly that way. After grabbing these 3 treasure chests on the bottom, then we'll head on up, and we can go up across this bridge and follow the linear walkway. Here's the 3rd color fish we need to look out for. This is the electro fish, the purple one up front. If you haven't guessed by the name, the electro fish will actually absorb electric damage, so you don't want to use that on these guys. However, you can still use twin cast, and that will do more than enough damage to take these guys out. Moving right along, we will continue through this linear pathway and going up and around this big rock platform. Here's another enemy to look out for, the Giga Skater in the back. They take good damage from physical attacks, or of course you can twin cast, just like every other battle that we seem to be doing. So twin cast is just a very good skill for taking out a whole group of enemies all at once. Okay, we'll continue on following the linear pathway, and we can go up and through the door. Now from here, there's a lot of hidden pathways, so let's work our way through here after we take out the Flood Worm, which is another enemy that you can encounter here. It can cast Tsunami on your whole team, but it's actually pretty weak. It only does a very small amount of damage to all of our teammates, so don't worry too much about that one. Apart from that, it's just a matter of using some good spells to take it out. It seems to take pretty good damage from magical attacks, so using a Blizzara does decent damage to it, and a Twin Cast does pretty good damage to it as well. And once it's defeated, then we can move right along. South of the stairs is a secret pathway, so go through that and you can work your way around to this treasure chest. Here we have a couple of Hydras. They're not too tough. They do some physical attacks that can do some damage to them, but they have just over 250 HP, so it won't take a whole lot to take them down. And you can use magic, you can use physical attacks, it doesn't really matter against them. Just do whatever you want to do, and they'll be gone very quickly. Okay, we'll continue on south, and there's another pathway, and that will take us up to a new treasure chest to get. And from here, you want to go down one, and then over to the right, and that will work your way to a new secret passage. And continue to work your way around and up, and that will take you to another treasure chest. So grab that one, and then you can go back south and then over to the right. This will take you to a narrow passage leading north. And now we have some death shells. They're the clam guys right up front. We also have an alligator and a Gigaskater. The alligator is something that we fought before, and the Gigaskater is from this area, and we've already fought one in this guide. So what do we do about these things? Well, Twin Cast works pretty good for doing damage. They also are very weak to thunder-based damage, so if you use a Thundaga or even a Thundara, it's going to do significant damage to them. Definitely like a one-hit kill kind of thing. So here's the Thundara. It does 500 plus damage to some of them, and it doesn't take too long to take those things out. Alright, we're going to continue north through this pathway, and there's some waterfalls that you can go up and out the door. And now we'll just work our way around this zone here, and we're almost at the exit. However, when we go up here, make sure that you go to the left for a secret passage that will take you to another treasure chest. Go back through the hidden path, and then you can go up. There's a door on your left that will take you to a save room, so go ahead and heal up there, save it if you want to, but also go up and around to the right, and you can sneak around and grab an ancient sword. That's good against the undead. And then you can head on south, and you can go all the way to the right, and there's a staircase that leads up, and this long staircase will take you right out. Want to verify that you have 8 out of 8 treasure chests, no hidden items. And then in the bestiary, you can scroll down all the way to number 43, and you should have all the way through 49. So that would be the Splasher, Hydra, Baron Guard, Electrofish, Gigaskater, Deathshell, and Floodworm. If you have all of those, then you've got them all. So once you head on up, you'll see that you are in Castle Baron, but I wouldn't recommend doing this just yet. I normally don't like to grind out levels, but in this case I'm going to suggest it, because I think it's very beneficial to get Palom, your black mage, to level 23 so that you can learn a new black magic, which would be Quake, and that's going to be extremely beneficial for an upcoming boss fight. So run around through here and get in fights. And you do have a save room right next to you if you need to use that with the healing zone, so you can use tents or anything. You do have the ability to cure yourself with a couple white mages on your team, not a problem. And really, Palom and Porom can do the majority of this by using their twin cast and just eliminating enemies very quickly for you. Okay, so Palom learned Bio. He's level 19. We got to get him all the way up to level 23. And if you want to, you can use the boost to turn on 4 times experience, and that will make this a very quick process for you.
A few minutes later.
Okay, it's been about 10 minutes now, just shy of that, if I look at my recording time, and we have one more battle. We're almost at level 23 for Palom, and let's just finish this off, and then we'll have our new Quake spell, and we'll be ready for the upcoming boss fight. You can see how much we've grown in power in just this time. That Tsunami was doing in the 20s of damage, and now it's only 8 damage to our team, so we're definitely stronger than what we were before. And there you go, Palom has learned Quake, and Porom learned Blink for this. With that done, let's head north and into Castle Baron. From here, just go to the left and then down, and you'll work your way right around and up into this doorway. From here, go down this little alley in between the doors and straight up into this tower. We're going to go get a free heal up in Cecil's room. So go all the way up and to the bed, and you can get a free rest. You can also use this for free if you want to while you're grinding out levels with Palom. Not a big deal to use that instead of a tent, just a little more time consuming this way. So let's head down. We'll go down to the base of the tower and out. Proceed back through this alley that we went down before and go in the door on the right. And we'll head on upstairs and across and down for our cutscene. Sir Cecil, so good of you to return. Baigan, not you too. Is something the matter? You serve Golbez as well? Never. As captain of the Royal Guards, my loyalty lies with Baron. Where's Sid? I heard he's being held prisoner. I was looking for him myself, but my men and I were attacked. I was the only survivor. I see. Then you must join us. It would be an honor. Captain Baigan of the Royal Guards has joined the party. What is it? Something's wrong. Yes, I sense danger. What? Like a monster? Oh, give me a break, mister. Sir, no disrespect, but that acting of yours is about as subtle as a crutch. Baigan, you've betrayed Baron too? Golbez's wishes are Baron's wishes, and he granted a wonderful power to me. Observe. Well, Baigan looks a little bit different now than the last time we saw him, and this is the real reason that we wanted to have Quake. Because as soon as you cast any sort of magic on Baigan, he's going to counter by casting Reflect on all of his body parts. So now we can't use magic on him, except Quake bypasses Reflect, so we can still use Quake no problem, and we can do lots of damage to him. So we can use physical attacks as well if we want to bypass Reflect, and we will hit him with a Quake. It will destroy his arms, which is really nice for us, because they won't be attacking now. And his Reflect bounces off his own Reflect, and it now has Reflect on one of our characters. Not a huge deal for us, because we don't need to do too much healing. His arms do regenerate, but it's not a big deal because he will be dead very soon. He can use Constrict to paralyze a person. Luckily, it wasn't Palom, our Black Mage, and one more Quake is all that's required to take him down. Ha! Nothing to it. Baigan always seemed so loyal. Alright, before we go up into the throne room, we're going to go down and to the right stairwell. And we'll work our way across and down. There is a switch on the wall right under the left torch. And then you can head to the left and then down. And there are 6 treasure chests to pick up in this one little room. Once you have all of those, then you can head back up the way you came through the stairs and the secret passage. And now we're going to head south out the bottom door here. And we'll go left and up under the gate and into the door. Now there's lots of treasure chests over here, so let's grab these. One of them is actually right in front of the stairs, so what you have to do is go down the stairs and then pop back up and then grab the treasure chest. So from here we're going to go to the right and up the stairs. There are 2 treasure chests on the far left side of the room, so go ahead and grab those. And now go upstairs. From here there's a pot immediately right next to the stairs that we can grab, and then 3 treasure chests across. And now we'll head back down all the way back to that staircase that we popped our head into to grab this treasure chest. So from here, the second pot contains a elixir, so grab that. If you head all the way down the right pathway, you'll find that you can't get through that at this point. It will repel you, and that's okay. An invisible force blocks the way. So clearly we're not meant to go that way yet, and we'll just have to save that for another time. Well, let's head back the way toward the throne room, and we'll go under this gate and then through the door on the right, all the way up the stairs, and across. And now we'll go up into the throne room. Keep heading north all the way until you get to the throne room. Once you're in the throne room, take a second just to heal, make sure that everyone is topped off on health, and then you can save the game with a quick save, and we'll be ready for an upcoming boss fight. Cecil, you have returned! I'm glad to see you're safe. Thank you. I see you've become a paladin. Paladins are of little use. A dark knight will be much more valuable to us. Your Majesty? You're who? Oh, you must mean the old duffer who refused to surrender his kingdom. I must say, I've enjoyed impersonating him. What have you done with the king? You'll see him soon enough. Oh, and give my regards to Scarmiglione if you run into him in the netherworld. That weakling never deserved to be one of the 4 elemental lords. The rest of us are more powerful than him. Than you are. Behold, I am the Lord of Water, Cagnazzo! Well, Cagnazzo talks a big game, but he's actually pretty weak. And that's because he has a major weakness to thunder magic. So make sure you use that a lot in this fight. And it actually helps to prevent one of his big mechanics here, where he starts to surround himself with torrents of water. But if you use thunder magic against it, then it will make that go away and he becomes less of a threat. He's also weak to blizzard, so if you want to use ice-based spells, you can use that too. But really just stick with the Thundaga spells. You'll do a whole lot better using that. And then it's just a matter of taking him out. So with just over 5,300 HP, it shouldn't take too long to do it, especially if you're taking out over 1,000 HP with the good thunder magic. You can do some healing with Porum if you really need to. His tsunami attack is a little bit stronger than the other ones that we've seen so far, but nothing that we can't heal through. And then it's just a matter of time before he's dead. Once you've done enough damage to him, he will retreat back into his shell, and he will begin to heal himself. But at that point, he's so close to dead that another good thunder-based spell will take him out. His name means nasty dog, and thunder magic will put him down like the nasty dog that he is. You get some pretty decent rewards from this fight, 4,000 gil and 30,850 experience. You dirty, rotten imposter! You're gonna get a complimentary face beating for locking me up in that sty. Eh? Sid. Cecil, you're alive? You had me worried. I'm sorry. Where's Rosa? She went after you, convinced that you were still alive. Golbez has taken her. What? How could you let that happen? Speaking of Golbez, first he wrecks my airships, then he takes Rosa. And she's still in trouble, so stop your jabbering and take us to your airship. Who's this snippy octogenarian? I could say the same thing to you. What? I'm half your age, and then some. Please, this is not the time. Sir, allow me to introduce the great sage Tella. And this is Master Yang, the High Monk of Fable. I am Porum, an apprentice mage from Mysidia. Great, now we'll have another geezer on board. That repulsive brat is my twin brother, Palom. You goody two-shoes. It is an honor to meet you. Well, you sure are a mannerly fellow. Sid, where's your new airship? Heh heh. Where nobody would ever suspect. We must hurry. Rosa's life is in danger. I know. You don't have to shout. We're not deaf like you. Everyone, follow me. Ha 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 ha! You may have defeated me, but you have not heard the last of Cagnazzo. Now, join me in the Netherworld. The walls! It's locked! This side is locked too! Pelham, Porum. Guess there's only one thing to do. Cecil, I'm glad we were able to become friends. Don't do anything rash, you two! We're not gonna let you die. We thank you for everything you taught us, Sage Tella. Ready, Porum? Yes. No! Break! Pelham. Porum. Hold on! I know how to cure this! Asuna! The spell has no effect as the twins became stone of their own will. You fools! That was my sacrifice to make, not yours! I am an old man! Forgive me, you two. I will avenge you both! I swear to it! It's time for some payback! To the Enterprise! I'll get you. Golbez! Meanwhile, he defeated Cagnazzo. His power continues to grow. Sire, regarding the last crystal. I know, that place remains a problem. Then how about we have Cecil get it for us? I'm certain he will comply. After all, we have Rosa. We can exchange her for the last crystal. A primitive idea, but it just might work, and I will destroy him at the time of exchange. I shall convey your terms to him. Cain! Rosa, you'll see soon enough that I am superior to Cecil. But there's nothing here. The best place to hide is often in plain sight. You hid it down here? Amazing! Ain't she a beaut? Right, let's get the Enterprise online! Battle stations, everyone! Time to unleash the power of the Enterprise! Wait. What is that? Looks like a white flag! Cain! Huh, so you're still among the living. Cain, you little maggot! Is Rosa safe and well? If you want her back, bring me the Earth Crystal. What? You shameless dog! We'll speak again once you have the crystal in your possession. And if Rosa means anything to you, you'll get that crystal. Why you? Wake up, Cain! I have nothing else to say to you. Cecil. That dirty scumbag, said, set a course northwest for Troya. And we get the Overcoming Grief trophy for defeating Cagnazzo and getting the airship. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be the first one to watch the next part where we do a lot of exploring of this world with our newfound airship. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Have a good day.